Testing. Alright, just testing here and there, making sure everything's Gucci. Hello. Greetings, salutation. Hopefully everyone have a good time, good day, and good afternoon and such. It is hot. It is roughly how many degrees? 36? I saw something with 36. 36 degrees. Oh, okay. I'm like crazy. 36 degrees is crazy. We are at 28 degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit. I don't think I can change it to Fahrenheit. Let me change to Fahrenheit. Yes. It is about 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, crazy. Crazy. That is hot. Not as hot as other places to our left side. But yeah, crazy hot. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good time, good day and such, trying to breeze through and such. Hopefully everyone's cooling down and such. I yeah, a lot has happened. Work related is gonna be a pain in the butt, so that's a thing. Actually no, everything else is like good. Um, yeah, I'm always worried about like the one thing that happens in my life, and that one thing that happens in life tends to be something that I have to deal with, and I get depression. And it's like, man, how can I do this? How can I get this going? So, but anyways, thank you guys for remembering who I am. It's like Mufasa said, you know, remember who you are. um, anyways, there's gonna be some interesting things happening. Today we're gonna be doing obviously Ace Attorney. We're gonna continue, and then we shall see what I want to do afterwards. Because there's a lot of games that I'm looking at, and it's like, ooh, la, but you know, I had a discussion here and there, and you know, it wouldn't be a bad thing to look into indie games more so than anything. And I do like some indie games. I'm not particular like a indie streamer, but I mean, not every indie vibe or whatever. Just have to be something that I like to play and such. So I'll look. Oh jeez. Definitely I'll look more into what to what I can. And yeah. And then again, if you guys have any recommendation of the type of games you guys want to see me play and such, feel free to just say it. Feel free to just let me know. Whether on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, just let me know. Just be like, hey, I know you're looking for a game to play. How about this game? Because I know you like these type of games, blah, blah, blah. You know, I think it would help a lot. It gives me more of I guess exposure, because I'm at a point where I don't know what I want to stream, and I feel like Ace Attorney is nice, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I do want to break from it. Yeah, so we'll see. There are some games I'm trying to eyeball here and there, so don't you worry about that. Anyways, without further ado, let me just get this going. Without further ado, let's go ahead and switch over, and let's finish up this case. Yeah, I think we have like 2 more things to do. No, we have 1 more thing to do. Yeah, let's go. Justice for all. Oh wait, did I not save? I never saved. Ah shit! Ah damn, I didn't save. Ah, this is bad. I was like, wait, what do you mean part 1 investigation? I skip this. I'm gonna skip all this. Oh my goodness, I didn't save. Are you kidding me? Mistake number 1 of a streamer. No, I think mistake number 57.5. Your goddamn game. I'm so mad. Again, We'll skip all this. Oh, I can just do this. Alright. Anyone who has seen this gameplay already, you can just watch on YouTube. I did do all of this. Don't get me wrong. I swore I saved. Or did I save in a different file? Oh, I just save at all. Holy crap. For a month, I didn't save! Ooh, Taiwan. Yep. Skip all of this. This took me this took me like 2 hours to do. I don't want. I want this to be done within like half an hour. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good time, good day and such. Okay, we don't have to examine anything. Not much to examine other than like stuff. Mystic blood, etc., etc. There's a whole story to this girl, to this woman. I kind of hate. I mean, I like, but I hate this woman. I hate this woman too. That's why Lana shut up. I have a lot to go through. Please. Hola! Quattro. Yeah, no. Yeah, a lot has happened. So that's why I kind of took a break from streaming. So, also the other thing as well, I forgot to save. Yeah, I forgot to save the game. And now, I didn't even show up to Orland's stream. I don't need to show up to Orland's stream. He's not showing up on my stream. No, I went live when he went live. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I know he's doing like Final Fantasy stuff. So, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, he's doing Final Fantasy. I kind of caught up with Final Fantasy-ish. I was planning to do more this weekend, but I had a visitor. I can't ignore them. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Quattro? Oh, ad break. I'm sorry, Quattro. Sorry. You're gonna get banished to the ad realm. Yeah. So the reason I'm speedrunning is I forgot to save. Like, okay. It's not the first I played the game, but I already did this last time. So I'm just like speedrunning it, basically. What else? Okay, Canada? That's a good question. I'll tell you why at one point. Okay, so, at least the ad doesn't last that long. Well, that's like 3 minutes. Pretty short. Hey, ad break. Now this should. Or not. Am I supposed to examine something? Hey man. Back. I think I got everything, so now she should be here. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know I did this because I'm in a thumbnail. She thinks I'm a she thinks me and Maya are lovers. You're special. Okay. Almost done. Almost there. We're almost to the next part. This is where we learn about the Magatama. Cyclops. Cyclops. Take that! The victim. Eeny, meeny. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I have to tell repeat myself? If you're so totally sure, then where's your proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Wow, what do you mean indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility exists for now. This. Wait, what? I don't have it? Oh, wait, I need to talk to, what's his face? I need to talk to Gumshoe. Because Gumshoe has the other piece of the paper that I need. Oh yeah, we were supposed to be Von Kama. But his kid, Von Kama. Also, excuse me as well. I am eating food. Bun me sandwich. It's leftover chicken. And I'm hungry. Okay, so put that. Okay, so now we can go back. Is that? I think that's everything. Yeah. No, don't show me this. You died too early, man. You died too early. She has secrets. And that's the end of case. No, that's the end of part 1. Now we get to part 2. And we did it under how long? 40 minutes. Yeah, I thought I saved. Did I just click no? Alright, now we. Jeez. Okay, now we can begin the true testament of the game. There we go. What? Prosecutor Von Kama? You mean? No, I heard his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Kama was a really sinister man. He put all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Hey, Bloody, how's it going? Hi, it's been a while. I know. Hi. I got things set up. So, yeah, so, oh, no worries. So, Bloody, some things are changing for the, well, there's some changes to the stream. As you notice, above my head is the, chat box. So, essentially, you can see yourself here, and you'll also see people on Twitch as well. So far, I haven't got any, like, report, because supposedly we're not supposed to, but I haven't got any report. However, in the chat that you're on, in the chat box you're in right now on YouTube, you will notice that you'll see messages from Twitch as well. So not just from here. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So anyone on Twitch can literally, I think if I do it this way, if I did it this, you should be able to see that. you should be able to see my message on YouTube. Weirdly enough. So I'm using a different program that enables chat to be on both ends. So those on Twitch will see YouTube alongside with their chat, and vice versa. On YouTube, you'll see people on Twitch on the same chat box and such. So this is so that the engagement can be better in a sense. So if you don't have a Twitch account, you can still communicate with Twitch. If they don't have a YouTube account, they can still communicate with YouTube. Yeah, so so I'm trying to implement that system basically. So that way that, you know, both sides, since I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, you know, it'd be nice to have like the engagement of audience to be, you know, on both sides. Like if people don't want to make a Twitch account just to talk, but they have a YouTube account, there you go. And then vice versa. If you have a Twitch account but not YouTube, you can chat from there. So that's what I like. That's what I like. Brought to you by Restream. But yeah, hopefully you have a good day, Bloody. It is a hot day today. It is, I mean, not the hottest, but it's a hot day. It's like 82 degrees Fahrenheit. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. 26 Celsius? Ugh. Too hot. It's warm. Let's see. Oh. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Oh, I also mentioned this too. Any games that you guys would like to see me play, feel free to let me know. I don't have like a list. I don't have like a Google form or anything. But if there's a game you guys want me to try, whether it's an indie type of game, a casual game, maybe horror, but you know, any other games, you know, just let me know. Yeah, the girl you want to spend. Oh, that's cool. By all means, go for it. Go for it. Let your boyfriend know how much he is loved, and again, you know, cherish that love. You never know what's gonna happen. So, but nice for you to stop by. Hopefully to see you again next time and such. And remember, have yourself a good day and a good week. Much love. Everyone's on Spotify. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Oh. Mystic Maya. Pearly. Oh, you showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. They say they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't. Oh my. It takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. Curly, what about the train? Huh? What's the train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who's that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorching, fierce battle until the very end. There was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. He's not coming back. What? Whoa, wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? He's gone. Forever. Ah, there it is! Oh no! Every man's worst nightmare. And certain man's dream. Wait, is my blush on? No. Okay. Oh, the prosecution and the defense prepared. She has that same grip too. Y'all can't see it, but she has that same grip. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Oh, yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct? Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, a prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany. I came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? Well, who the fuck else, Phoenix? What is the term revenge means? Is to avenge someone. Who else? Oh, if it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. Ow! I'm talking. If you interrupt again, I will put you to speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow! Make no mistake. I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your open statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate. That is purification. I think she's don't quote me on it. She's supposed to be slightly older than Maya. Slightly. I think like maybe a year or two. This file for this. So Maya is around 18. I think she's supposed to be. Oh no, they're the same age. Oh, I thought she was slightly older. The defendant Maya Fair will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Give me back the Jimkin! What's up, friend? How's it going, friend? How goes your day and weekend life and such, friend? I'm alive. I meant to go on like last week, but I got caught up. I got caught up with stuff. And work kind of became depressing because, well, long story short, there's something that's happening at my job and it's no bueno. That's stupid. I forgot I didn't make the call. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, friend. Give me 1 second. I'll still be here, but I'm just gonna do this. Alright, and we're back. Fred, I don't know if you're in ad hell, but should be done. Already know. That's the beginning of the ad. My bad. Maybe we can take a breather, just to catch up. But yeah, Fred, I don't dine and dash. Okay. I don't do it that way. Exactly. I paid the price. That's what happened. Oh God. Oh yeah. See, I paid a different price for that one. I can't dine and dash. Because then I'll be hunted. So yeah, so tomorrow my recruiter from the staff agency should give me a call. So hopefully that's going well, because I haven't gotten any updates since last Wednesday in terms of like what's been happening. So yeah, that's a bummer. Anyways, let's go to Happy Land. Let's go to Happy Land. We see Phoenix, and we're about to see our future wife. Yes, there she is. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the elephant 10 minutes before it changes its play. That's right. I'll have you running for the justice. Wait, what? Oh yeah, sorry. For the justified self-defense plea in no time. Well, justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of them. So, interesting enough, this is a rare occurrence where the term and phrase "my bad" actually becomes relevant. All in the Phoenix Wright game has always been death, guilty, and such, but there's never a plea for "my bad, I didn't mean to, the sun got my eye" type of deal, you know? So it's cool that this is a thing, but I'm surprised how very rare it is for us to receive it. We can very easily make a solid case that it was a self-defense, but the defense says, oh, gee, my The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Only the true lawyers can use the "my bad" clause. Pretty much. In this case, we know Maya didn't really shoot. Alright. Thing is, with the history of using spirit mediums and such, it's very tricky. Because, oh, I didn't shoot the person, the ghost who controlled me killed, you know, it's very tricky. Like, you have to very much show the proof that, one, what you did to summon a spirit is a true thing in the eyes of science. And two, you have to prove that the spirit willingly controlled you and you lose your free will, basically. Which I am more surprised they have never done that in this game. They relied on the spirit medium one time, and that's it. There was never a, can you prove to us that spirit mediums are in fact legitimate people? Like, I don't know. It makes logical sense that that should have existed before, but no, that never did exist. Ever. Because the plea justifies self-defense is to say you did kill someone. I'll finish. If that's how you want to play, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall not call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Oh, jeez. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. You! Get to the point already. I didn't ask for your nature. I asked for your name and occupation. Explain to the court the details of this matter. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. Please don't whip me. I'm not into that. Or am I? Yeah, the channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. Right over here. This is a door. D-O-U-R, door. And at the time of the murder, only the victim and, well, we put killer, but let's go with defendant, were in the room. What are they doing in there? Well, they ain't doing what you think they would be doing, because one's a youngling and the other is too old. They were channeling the spirit, sir. Channeling the spirit? What? What? Channeling the spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Which, by the way, the door is pretty solid. It's not mahogany, but it's a true work of art. I didn't think the lawyer had it in him. But when it comes to rescuing a girl, or in this case his girl, there's no telling what he'll do. He'll do anything. That's when they found the victim. Found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Firstly, what the fuck do you mean by channeling a spirit? And two, what do you mean spirit? Casper's here? That bitch-ass boy who died from hypothermia? He's alive? Again? Goddamn. Nah, I like Casper. Don't diss it on Casper. I like Casper. How was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, Don. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Cause of death. Bullet. Bullet. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. That wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Ooh. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead point blank. The court accepted it to evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. The root cause of this was a... Oh, whoops, daisy. Press. The motor weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. Victim? Now, why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Well, gee, when you're shooting a gun. That implies you are holding a gun. Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faze was also under grip, sir. The defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. Point blank. So about how far is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? It's this disc, Mr. Phoenix, right? I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hull. So, I was about to get the Switch 2, and then I saw something magnificent. It's called the leak of the Ocarina of Time Limited Edition Switch 2. And I'm like, oh, I kind of want it. So that's the thing. You don't often see a lot of limited edition Switches on the US. Like they sell these plates that you can attach to the Switch. I mean, cool. But the thing is, the limited edition Zelda not only has the controllers be essentially, themed, and the Switch theme, the Pro controller as well. I think it comes with the Pro controller. So that's also Ocarina of Time skin. And I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I want it. Hell yeah, I want it. I'll be real too. I'm not so much in a rush for a Switch 2. Like, yeah, it's nice to have it so I can play Pokemon ZA because I like Pokemon games. That's a given for me. But if there's a limited edition, I might as well get that because here's the thing. Whenever the Switch, whenever the Switch comes out with like bundles, it's only the controllers that would have like the different design, more so than the Switch, right? And it's like, okay, cool, but then you have to deal with the Joy-Cons drifting and such when it happens, and it's like, might as well use a Pro controller. Oh wait. The Pro controller doesn't also have those things. So I'm like, I would love it if I don't need to buy a custom skin to put onto my controller. I would rather the controller just have the design. And it's Oh, also, yeah. So apparently, I haven't heard much of the drift cons and such on the Switch 2. Nintendo fixed the boycott drift for free. Yeah, so that's the thing. They did that because they realized there's too many people having these issues. And I like that now you don't really hear much about it. The only thing you would hear for complaints is the fact that there's not enough games. Or if not enough games, it's certain games are not coming out that they want. Right? Like, for me personally, I would actually buy the Star Fox remake. If I really wanted to, I could just buy that. Why? Because I like Star Fox. I like that they remake the game and it still plays the same. Versus Star Fox Zero, where they added new things, but Not a lot of people like it, and the sheer fact that there's more to it because we had that anime, that small little anime that they have for Star Fox Zero, implements something. It was never going anywhere. You can play 14 on it. Yeah, so the 14 on the Switch is virtually no different than playing it on the PS4. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna be virtually different. It's still gonna be the same type of button scheme where you hold down LB or whatever, the bumper, to pull up your skills, right? Then you have the right bumper, you know. So I'm pretty sure they're doing it how the PS5 does it, basically. So, but honestly, for me, I mean, I'm not gonna be touching 14 anytime soon. I'm sorry. I think 14 for me feels more like a man, I don't know. I like 11. 11 I like because of the playability content versus 14 where it's like a catch-up game at that point. Orland converted you? I mean, again, I've played 11 before. I mean, yes, Orland did introduce me to 11, but I didn't play with them at the time. And if I did, it was only for like the one day, that's it. But I like the fact that everything that you do in the game, anyone can play with you. And you can play solo in a sense. But for 14, it just feels like you need to be with people in order for you to actually do certain things. And it's not always, there's like a time consumption, yes. But it always feels like you have to wait for others to do like an 8-player raid, 24-player raid, or whatever, basically. And that's outside of the Duty Finder dailies. That's outside of dailies, by the way. I'm not actually talking about like you unlock a dungeon, and is a 8-player dungeon, but no one is gonna play with you. You cannot summon AIs, NPCs, because the NPC system only occurs in the 4-player dungeons, but 8-player dungeons, no. And it's like, wait, I want to play this, but you can't. You can't continue unless you know people, unless you actually know people who can be like, hey, I can ask some guild members to come by and such. And it's like, okay, cool, but like, there's gonna be a lot of those dungeons. I'm noticing there's more and more dungeons out there. So that's the thing. And that's the one thing I don't like with 14. I don't like it when 14 pushes for like party based things. I get it, but I also hate it. Like, why make a collab that everyone and their mother already done not as accessible? And it's like 11, even 11 doesn't have that many assortment of things. Everything, like 11 just has higher difficulties of the same thing you do because you're still upgrading that equipment. See, I would rather have that type of system than what 14 implements. Because that just tells me I can't do this collab at all. Unless it's conditioned. That means I have to keep moving forward, catching up, and then, oh, hey, yeah, now I'm catching up with everyone. Oh, yay. Whoop-de freaking do. You know? And I do get it. The story for 14 I do like as well. But the gameplay contents I hate. I can say that with a passion. I've been a 14 player long enough to say that. I don't like how 14 handles the playability of the contents. 11, yeah, it's old school, but at least you can do things. Like, if I really want to do something, I can just go to it. You know what I mean? I don't need a party system per se. The party system in 11 just makes it faster, makes it easier. But that doesn't mean I need it for accessibility, right? I can just go in, get my butt kicked, done. Oh, but I have access to it. 14, you don't have access to it. You need people. And it's like, well, that means I have to find people who have never played the game before or who has not caught up to the end, who's around my area, to actually do this collab. So that's the thing. I can't do the near collab because not everyone wants to do it. And it's like, that's what I was looking forward to. I was like, okay, well, too bad. So sad. Like, I don't know. I don't know if Lazy got to that point where he's learning that he can't do everything per se, but I mean, I hope he has better luck than I did. That's the one thing I will say. I hope he has better luck than I do. Anyways, back to the game. That's my rant of the day. Yeah, I'm getting the Switch later on. Probably either Christmas or, if I get lucky, Black Friday. Assuming the leak is true and that the console does come out during that time. Because supposedly the leak said it was going to be at the end of November, sorry. But that means the Ocarina of Time remake is coming out literally this November. Ooh. Also, I wanted to wait as well. I want them to kind of patch up the system a little bit more. And I'm intrigued to see what games are coming out that they have not announced yet. Yeah. I read that. Yeah, gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire. That gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Never learned, I guess. But before the victim, okay. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, right? The wound was severe. Okay. How severe was the wound? If it had been an inch, half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya has stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off. after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first and then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds, you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool who is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinion of other foolish fools. And a pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right? Gah, the pain. Enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. And I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Pistol. 2 shots fired. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprint on them. This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. It's going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true. That's right. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It is the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See? Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You will change your plea in less than 10 minutes. All you do is the fight. We change to justify self-defense? Because now will be the time to do so. This is your final chance. It's a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. If we plead justified self-defense, we'll basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled as a murderer. Can't let that happen. Your Honor? Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. See here, proceedings are run by... Oh yes, of course. Go ahead, I'd like to give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Sorry, I can't speak German. No, am I a German girl? Boy, girl. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. This is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. Yeah, this piece directly links my fate to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Hold on, Mr. White. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse? What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. You're free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Why did you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, pal? I'm Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, please, just stop glaring at me like that. Aya's costume? I was when we arrested her. Sorry. I was actually eating. I can't talk. But, hey, what are you talking about, Bill? Ah. The drink. Ah. On my back. Ah. On my back. Oh, the other thing too. My lower back had a little cramp within the weekend, so I can barely like bend over and such. Oh, you stretch it out more. Ah. Yeah, we missed up soon. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Are you a girl? Pull yourself together, detective. Yeah, no, like it's literally like like my lower right side. You can feel like it got tightened. But like when you try to like bend over, feel it. You gotta work out, bro. Ah, ah, that tiny hole doesn't change a thing. Just think that the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Objection! How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree it's a mistake on the part of the police. What prosecutor von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. We do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then. No way. Okay, shoot. Please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We can find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, Bell. Well, we just kind of discovered that indeed this thing, this person, yeah, we just discovered Detective Dick Gumshoe. You? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is that what it means to not fight back? Yeah, you're right. If you are correct, the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Aye. Wind seems to be shifting. Ha! What is with you and all the Are you finished yet, laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Valkama. It seems that my affair was shot at by that victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. That's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. What? Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantial even a plea of justified self-defense. Oh? How so? Yeah. Don't just stand there, Dick Gumshoe. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. What transpired? Oh, gee, there's more to it. Ah, yeah. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the Lazarus Strait to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Alright? On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, to cause examination, please. They do the channeling. The defendant saw a chance to stab. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. And you mentioned it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? My affair was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the current channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even set up on the current channeling technique. Ah, shit. Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. Oh, judgy. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. Well, if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry. While the dude was fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did the pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, has specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precaution against something? And the victim took a shot because, but they give to the, yeah. So you're saying that the bullet hole in his costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. I'm really glad you weren't hurt. The defendant did pick up the opening and Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me. No wonder. Now that you understand. And Van Kammer's logic is perfect. Sensible certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. I can feel it. Just gotta know what we got to know. Gun? God. What about the gun, Fran? What do we got? What do we got? I'm trying to... See, this is what I was talking about. The second game makes it sound more. It's trickier in the second game. All tricky to follow the path exactly as written. I mean, sure, but at least it becomes obvious, or it becomes slightly more clearer of what you're trying to look into, right? Here, we don't particularly get any clue that is clear enough of what we're trying to figure out. Like, what are we trying to disprove? Yeah, see? We just know that there's a contradiction. Chance to step. What are we looking for? Ally and the defendant saw the chance to stab the victim in was the victim used the passage of strength to fight back. Sir! Sir! So at this point, he got stabbed in the chest. He continued to fight back and then took out his gun. He shot, but he missed. He only grazed. She made a shot there. The defendant then picked up the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Because they were too. Because he was close. So that would make sense because this right here, wouldn't it be more? Because they mentioned it too, the closer you are, the bigger the burn mark would be, but you can barely see it. So that means he shot Maya not that up close, but further out. So more than 20 inches away, right? I think that's, let's see. Objection! Oh, it is. Maya. Missing a tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole actually has created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn. This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burned area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there was not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That's a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything anyway. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of the fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. That was that.
Objection!
As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. You sweat bullets now, Vodkama. Well, then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, he must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. That should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. No. There's a fatal flaw in our argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Yawa! Very interesting. I would love to see what this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in our explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Yeah. Wouldn't it be a fucking blood spray? Just saying. Because I stab, I push. Where is the blood stain from? Right? That makes more sense to me than any of these ones. Because we know the pistol, okay. The pistol is verified to have been shot twice. From the victim, from Maya. That's a given. There's no contradiction for that. The knife, Maya stab, done deal. What doesn't make sense is then, where would this blood mark be if, in this scenario, she pushed the victim away before getting shot / shooting back, right? I think that's where we're going for. Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me, pal? Prosecutor Von Kamp's explanation and this piece of evidence do not contradict. What? So you need to throw it. What? What? That makes more sense. Because how would you get that much blood if you push away? Okay. This? No. This? No. No. Can't be those, right? I'm just being tired. Hold on. Put some distance between them before rushing final blow. When she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. Must be a piece of evidence. This? I thought this would be for later. Oh. I thought it'd be a later thing. Because I remember we used that evidence. This one. What is that, a 40 screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this 40 screen. As I'm eating some leftover Popeyes. Brought to you by Popeyes. Ah! No, Jollibees. I'm sorry. Brought to you by Jollibees. Seems like you already know what I'm talking about. Ooh, wait, what? That's alright, your exposition piece. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the 40 screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground. Means, when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, was actually squatting low to the ground. Victim, Dr. Gray, was here and he fired a shot. Here? What? Did I read it correctly? Oh? How precise do I have to be? Fine thing. Near the 40 screen. Oh. How can you gauge the distance from that? Possible. You of all people should know the answer to that question, Mr. Wankama. We should have sought somewhere close. There would be gunpowder burn present. However, There's nothing around the bullet hole of his costume. Yes, your Phoenix White, you. So the real question is, why was she there? This has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. This is everything. True delivery of the final strike, but that would be ideal. However, where and what the defendant was doing at the time. Under further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I found that to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Should be in the map. Last radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right? Hey, someone complimented me. You heard it here, folks. Smart. Smart. I'm a smart man. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Detective. How dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How's it all my fault? How's it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing the 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Further than any other, I think I've had all I can take of the detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next. Holy crap! The next witness. Witness? Gotta be Lada. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We were here for the next witness. Dang! All this was just to be continued. So all of that was just one session. of a trial. And now we have to get on to the second part of the trial. Ah. So this is what I mean. The game is technically short, but the stuff you do feels longer, basically. And we will continue this. We will continue this trial after a break. um, but yeah. So again, just a fair reminder. Uh, just a fair reminder. We will not be ending the stream yet, and again, any games that you guys would like me to look into. Actually, here, how about I'll make a Google form thing. So that way that people can actually look into yeah. You heard of Detective Grimoire? Kinda sounds familiar. I'm not entirely sure. It does sound familiar. Uh. Point Adventure. Oh, those games. I see. Take a break, yo. I'm answering your question. Okay, fine. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Enjoy time. Take a break. Take a piss, etc. See you soon. All right. So I looked at the game, friend, that you sent, and I'm like, oh, it's one of these games, and it's voice acted, like, so I can save my voice. So actually, what I'll do, I can probably just add that game. I assume it's gonna be slightly short of a game. So Detective Grimoire. I can play the demo. I think I'll like the game, if anything. I mean, it's relatively. Wait, hold on. This is a special edition. Oh, soundtrack edition. Want to get the bundle? Holy crap! The mermaid mask one is more expensive. Oh, how about this? We, I can get the first game. It just came out. It's already on sale. Yeah, I will get this game. I'll get the first game because it's cheap. It's like $1.49. $1.39. If I like what I like, cool. I think I will like it. Lee. What was I gonna do? Oh, right. This. Phew. That was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me. I can feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. You were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing. Hey, wait, we tricked. Hold on. Thanks. Wait, tricked. That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of heart. Oh. Yes, there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you saved me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Maya? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. There's a lot, Pearl. There's a lot you don't know about the family. It's no bueno. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I got my... Sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who will witness the channeling. Oh, jeez. We have two people with accents here. One southerner, the other northern? I don't know if that's a thing in Germany, but let's just go with Northerner. Witness. Your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? It's fine. How about this? Didn't exactly have a choice, you know? Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare war, Carnation. Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. I am fine as a whip. We know a thing or two about whips, okay? And I don't like it. There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I'm gonna say my name and job here. Hey, well, for the paranormal activity for the testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Whose family, though? Hold on. I don't remember my dad or mom. I think Phoenix Wright is an orphan. He's basically Batman. We take in all the dead kids. Only the dog kid. Oh, jeez. Ah. Oh. Ah, spicy. Sorry. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang! We hear this gunshot. Just the lawyer there broke the door down. We rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim and the defendant waving his pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder scene? Murder. Back in chorus. Excuse me. Back in chorus. Short for, you reckon? Of course I did. What southern person says wrecking course? Ah! Does it look like I care? Just show it up and show the picture to the court. Here's the picture. So this is interesting. Because that means somehow Maya was standing on the other side. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt on Maya. Do this cross-examination. Sorry, my throat. Even this leftover Jollibee chicken is still spicy, or still has that the spice herbs. Still effective. Just watch me. Only Doc Bennett. Is it really only those two that went in?
Objection!
What are you blabbing about? Well, you were there too, were you not? Ugh. I'm the one asking the questions. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes. Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Ugh. We get the defense testifying against his own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the chamber. Challenge chamber, you hear? That certain person, apparently. Even then, I don't think she's from the South. But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? We discontinue. We were waiting outside the door and then bang! Hear this gunshot. Was it really a gunshot?
Objection!
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Phoenix, stop asking the stupid questions. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix, right? Was it really a gunshot? Yes. I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the fence testify? And the world becomes just a little cooler. See, only when Phoenix becomes a pianolist is when he becomes smart. I heard a gunshot long time ago. I heard a gunshot long ago, so I know. I'll tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now, this is where the story heats up. The lawyer there broke down the door and we rushed into the room. Are you sure that I broke the door? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why don't you tell us what happened, eh? Yes, Miss Montgomery. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does it feel like an inquisition? No need to apologize, that was great. You're a real man. Really? That's something I would like to see. Judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Are you sure you was defending Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Look. Wow, here's an ad. After I've avoided it so long, they finally caught you. Finally caught up. Ms. Hart, you're here to present accurate testimony. Not she says, he says, by she's sure. Yeah, oh, sorry. Good. Let's shift things back to my side. Boy, the face. Ooh, lawyer. Your face is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered. One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Ah, yeah. That's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Then we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, I'm trapped like one. Again. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased it out of the room. Old witch? You mean Morgan Fey? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The challenge chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Aw. What about behind the photo screen? Did you check back there? Back given? Huh? What in the? Back given, you know, you reckon? That's a given. I took a good look around the room once, and no anyone was hanging out behind the photo screen. I have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? Y'all got a problem? Back given. I'm having a little difficult in understanding you. Will you stop saying such things as reckon given? Ah! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you? Doc, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Truth? Enough. There were no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, everything about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? As if it's alright. You look as if you have something to say. As always. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have to judge against me. Is there anything I can prove that is not Maya? Wait. Your Honor, this is right. It is possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant. What? Do you know what you are proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show of support was just great. Now, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to the court that this person in this photo is not Maya Fey. Well, let's go with Maya's claws! Here's your proof.
Objection!
Is there a problem? Oh, none. I thought that would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like. Alright, I'm sorry, but I don't follow your logic. What? Shoot, because I wasn't showing. Where's that another? I mean, Maya doesn't have. Let's see. Is there anything here that doesn't show that not? There's no distinctive features. I've I'm trying to think. Is there anything wrong with this picture? We have the folding screen, but that's not the relevant point. We're trying to prove that this person isn't Maya. It could be that we don't have the evidence yet. Maybe that's why. So far, the game's been leaning towards we have evidence, we have evidence, we have evidence. We have evidence now?
Objection!
That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. Enough. Is it? Is this all I can do? I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. Told you. Totally 100% impossible. John Conrad, do you have any further questions for this witness? I haven't established the defendant's guilt. Further questioning will be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... The defense... Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles. No matter how bad it gets. Mia? Oh, goddamn. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pearls. The clothes are a bit small. You don't say, goddamn. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Mr. Phoenix? Let's go. How? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! Click! I was... What? Click. Lana, tell me like this. Now that is a perfect example of sounds. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Yeah. Question Lana one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. This court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unreliable... It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Evan Kalma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. What better time than this for you to see that? But, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, alright. It's hard. Hurry and give us another testimony. Heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, he got through the judge somehow, right? Oh, actually, it was fun. Kama's whip that got through to him. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. That sounds different from before. Well, some parts of her testimony are very vague. Press her on those sections. Talk all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Rat. I'm waiting. Are you walking to the rear market folks on? What did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. Different person? She may have seemed like a different person. However, she was still my affair. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well, Mr. Hurt, did you happen to see anything else? I was kind of scared of them, so I didn't take a good look at it. And perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. I reckon that's possible. If the body inside the room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey of the channel, you know, maybe. Yow! Foolish fool, spotting foolishness, as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Oh, sorry, Maya. You all done here? Can I continue? And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer? That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. He goes to jobs faster than maybe through diapers. Wah! Mr. Phoenix Wright, would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Would it, Mr. Wright? Nice. Tag team in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not in 5.1. I still managed to pull my camera and Maya and take a shot. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. It's hard. Where's the other picture you have been withholding? No. You got it wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Oh, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to check my trap at it. What? But comma! Miss Von Karma, you are hiding evidence. Givable, Von Karma. Pressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. Your Honor, the defense asks that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Yes. Me? In contempt of court? You can't be serious. You hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? Both. Ms. Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to the court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit. That's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. Trouble? That's worth? How? How can you say that? You want to see it that badly? I'll submit it. Goddamn. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. A little off-center. But that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important part here is the person in this picture. That is most definitely not my affair. What does the meaning of this? Might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist? Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. See that? It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Order, order, order. Yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not my affair. Yeah, we did it. Too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry dessert, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor's Von Conley's face. She's smiling. I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix. Miss Von Conley, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor's room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fay, during his visit. Maya Fay? But is it a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Goddamn! Don't be using someone's culture to my disadvantage. Unbelievable that she can. Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fay is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Von Kama, a word if I may. Yeah? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the for different reasons. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. He knows. He knows. He know what, Judgy. He know what, you know. If you know, you know, I don't have even a single witty line. Looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant, Maya Fay? Give up here, the trial will end. But slip up and say something wrong will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that this person in the picture is not Maya? I can. Your Honor! Oh? Eye has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. Contradiction! So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point exactly what is so strange in this picture? Well, it's definitely not this or this. But since this is a PG stream, I have to go with this. Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve. But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Kama, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence. You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright. This should do some major damage to her argument. Also, but yet, like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Von Kama's face. Ah, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. This disc. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? What incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was any value to this case. I see. Slide through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew everything. Knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. Everything! She can't prove that. Franziska von Kama's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Stop reading my mind! Your Honor. Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that they gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great knowledge of teeth at his next salary discussion. Welcome, Shu. In any case, this is a very big problem. The defendant was taken into custody. Her cousin had a bullet hole in his sleeves. However, on this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. I'm just confused by the strange twist of events. Here's your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot. Right? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is one logical explanation for the contradiction. Oh. Shoot it with someone else. This picture can't be fake, though. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's killer does not. There could be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order. Order is not a sword. I will suspend this trial. Ow! Yeah, why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. Complete mess. I failed to see. Please, indict him. Hey, witness! Ah! What the heck? Is there any way to ask a gal a favor? You. You were the one who said it was the only two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, you were lying. I swear that my whip will not be the last thing you see. Look, see, you look mild scary. So why don't you say you Wow! I swear I wasn't lying on anything. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now listen to me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did these other women appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person is not the defendant, this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? Fact. Hurry up and answer Mr. Phoenix right now. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix, right? Can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Mr. Phoenix Writer? Mr. Phoenix Writer! Oh, do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around. Turn bullshit. I got a bullshit my way. That's right. He would always turn things around and change up her perspective. Phoenix. So, where did this intruder appear from? Where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? Azrael, how's it going? Hi. Random bullshit go! It is as we say. When the doubt of bullshittery happens, we don't turn things around. We just let the bullshit go. What if Maya had left that room somehow? I can prove that either one of these conditions were true. Such is a way with Phoenix Wright. That's right. We don't do this the logical way. We don't turn things around. We sprout bullshit that sounds that sounds right. We don't make things right. We make things right. I think what happened before we forced our way into the challenge chamber is Something I can explain. But yes, Azran, how's it going? Hi. How you doing? Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I have proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. Okay, I don't have the thing that I thought I had. The key? A key? Ah. Hold on. Okay. We don't have any evidence that someone was in the room already. Yet. We don't have it yet. Because the thing is, we don't have the box. So, spoilers. The box is needed because of this. But we don't have a box. Okay. What do we have that can satisfy one of the condition? What do we have that proves that either Maya left or a third person was able to enter? We can't use the key. Because that's not the right answer. I would think maybe the folding screen. Because you can't really see who's behind this. Maybe the folding screen? But that wouldn't make sense. Unless we phrase it. Because we already had Lada says that she looked around the folding screen and saw nobody. Yes, I may have a safe scum. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to click that, but sure. Okay, so we are forced to choose one of the two. But which one is the one that we have? We already tried this, so maybe this one? We already saved, so there's no point. Move from the time of the murder. Murder till the time of arrest. Or if had left. Oh, I guess this was the one. It's hard. Do you remember this key? Well, see, hey, that's a channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That's the key, one and only of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes? It looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is the key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah! Well, ain't that a kid? How come you're holding the key? How come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that my fate must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No. 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 That's right, Fran. Gifts from little girls. Maybe we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? Pence is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. von Kammer. How can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you're one yet, Mr. Phoenix Writer. I am a prodigy. I've never lost a case. I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. Don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. We'd like to continue to do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes. I thought I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yes. Not like anyone else in there could have done it. Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. I don't think that a third person would have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. The power of bullshittery. Like, what happened in that room, for instance? Yeah, I'm counting on you. Ah, I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, ready to go buy some tickets? Ah, a ticket? Whole thing. So sheltered. To be continued. Man. Ah. Well, it has been an hour. No, sorry, not an hour. It has been at least 3.5 hours ish. We could save. And we're doing what? Part 3 investigation. I don't think the investigation will take that long, so we can save that for tomorrow. Or we'll save it for next time. Because the trial afterwards should be the last. So this is the last investigation. And then we're going to have the last trial tomorrow. Oh, like the day after the investigation. So we could save that for another time. Me personally, I'm trying to think what I want to do. Um, I dare to have anything. Friend, how long are the 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 game that you sent me to look into? Do you know how long that takes to finish? The detective Grimoire? Like, do you know how long the series is per? You know how long the first game is? Hmm. I'm trying to think. Do I want to start that or try to save that? Pretty long if you go through it all, like in like the first game or like the series. Yeah, try to check how long the first game takes. Whether we do a 100% completion or not, I mean that just depends on me, more or less. Second and third can get pretty long. I only have the first game, so I'm trying to see what I want. Let's just say first game is 2 to 3 hours. Huh? 2 to 3 hours. That's not too. 2.5 to 3 if you want a completionist. Oh, okay. Hmm. Nah. Let's not overextend myself. I just got back. So, tell you what, we will do that game after we finish the second Phoenix Wright game. Kind of like a filler. So, and it'd be a nice change of pace too, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. So we will finish off this case within Let's either aim for tomorrow or next time. I already saved it. I'm gonna save it again. So, but we already, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead, go back. No, that's sorry mode. Go to this, and just do adding. So yeah. So, man. So yeah. So we will be coming back to Phoenix Wright tomorrow or next time. We'll probably start early, like today, roughly 3 p.m. PST, if not slightly earlier. Just so I have time at night to kind of relax as well. I'm still figuring things out on what to do, especially for my job. And yeah, I don't think there's anything that's happening this week. But yes, I did make a Google form for anyone that wants to like type in some stuff. Basically, essentially, um, again, any other games that you guys would like to see me play, feel free to just type it out. You don't need to put your name, but you can type it out. I'll look into it within the week or so, and then yeah, and we'll see from there. Again, it can be any game that you guys see, like, or any game that I have that you guys want to see more of. That works too. So yeah, just giving you guys a heads up. And yeah, that's said. Thank you guys for coming by. Quattro, Fran, Azron, you guys for showing up. Thank you. We will be heading off. I know the first part of the stream was a bit wacky because I forgot to save. So we're gonna go through the first game. So yeah. With that said, have yourself a good night. With that said, have yourself a good night, good evening. Stay frosty as well, because it is a warm day. Or if you're in the west side, it's roughly 86 degrees. It will be lower by tonight, but it won't be that much colder. So yeah. So next time we come back, it will be more Ace Attorney, and then after we finish the second game, yeah, after the second game, it's gonna be a new game, Detective Grimoire. You're in the 110s? Damn. How you guys survive? How are you guys surviving, man? Yeah. Hopefully you stay frosty, friend. And yeah. I'll see you guys at a later point. And again, I'm on Blue Sky as well. So if you guys see me on Blue Sky, feel free to add me there. Twitter, I'm there as well. So anytime you see an update, anytime you think there's an update, just check those two. You'll see some updates. So yeah. See you guys later. Bye bye. Have a good night. Love you all. And yes, I shall stay frosty as well. Luckily, I have AC. Luckily, I've been indoors. I haven't been outdoors. So yeah. Oh. See you all next time. Bye.